All right, guys, the weather is starting to change, and this is something that every homeowner should know. Now, as we start to get a lot more rain in the fall, and it's not going to evaporate away because of the temperatures, we're going to want to control how that water interacts with our home. And the first thing I want to talk about is the slope. You want to make sure that your soil is sloping away from your foundation all the way up to your foundation. So I've seen a lot of homes where the soil is coming up and then about a foot or two away from the home, it sort of pitches back and comes back in. If that's a situation anywhere around your home, you're going to want to put soil in there because what's going to happen is the water's going to pool in there and it's going to continue to erode away and can undermine your foundation. So you're going to want to take care of that. If you feel like getting your hands dirty on a Saturday or have your landscaper come out and fill that in, just make sure that slope is sloped away all the way up to the foundation. Now the next thing, as we start getting all this rain, is of course the downspouts. And which way is this splash guard really supposed to go? Is it this way or is it this way? And the answer is this way. This is the way that these splash guards are designed. Now I'm going to get back to the other way here in a minute because it is a valid idea. But this is the way these splash guards are designed. Now, I would never get one this short. Make sure you get one that's a little bit longer, maybe fans out, one that fans out at the end so that water disperses a little bit better. But this is really the way they're supposed to go. The reason that we flip them over and the reason we do this with it, and you can look on this one, you can see exactly why I don't like this. Because the water is going to pool. And what's going to happen is as soon as it stops raining, you're going to have a nice little pool of potentially warm water that mosquitoes are going to love to add to their population in. So this is not a great idea. The reason behind it is valid. The water comes down, it's going to hit the splash guard, and then it's going to slow down when it sort of has to go over that hump at the end. So something that you can do if you really like this or you have a problem area, cut some slots in the end so that after it's done raining, the water will continue to drain out. And they actually make some splash blocks that are actually designed to go that way, and it's actually cut at the end so that the water will, after it's done raining, the water will sort of drain out. So it's a valid idea, but really the way they're supposed to go is like this. Now, there's other situations where the splash guard or the splash block just won't work. And you can see this right here. There's a splash block there. It's just, there's no grass there. It's just washing the soil away, even though there's a splash block there. So you might have these problem areas. Another area that might be an issue is like a garden area. Maybe it's filling up with water because there's a wall around it and you need to get that water out. Now the best thing to use there is just a straight downspout. It's just basically an extension of a downspout. And it's nice and flat. The water's going to clear right out of there. They work really well. You can put a splash guard at the end of it, or hopefully maybe it comes out on top of a patio or something like that. Now if you really need to control where it goes, maybe you have to send that water 5 feet away or something like that. It's just, a straight pipe just won't work. You've got to make it turn and sort of go in a different direction. They make these corrugated, sort of flexible tubes that work really well for that. They're going to slow the water down and you can really control exactly where you want that water to exit. Just make sure wherever that water comes out, you have some kind of blocking, or maybe try to get it to go out on top of a patio or a driveway or something like that so that it doesn't dig a hole wherever it terminates at the end of that tube. As this fall weather comes, make sure you take a walk around your house. Check that soil, make sure it's sloped properly. Check all of your downspouts, make sure it's not digging a hole anywhere. And if you do find a problem, now you know what to do. Here's to a healthy home.